top of the morning, Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainers Channel. And look at me. Man, look, for the last couple of days, especially when it comes to being about this podcast, and what the heck is that? Man, there's something on my shirt, and anyway, being about this podcast, right? And like talking about boxing, it just has me extremely excited, right? And every day that I do this, right, I just continue to get the emotions necessary, right, to put myself in a position where I know that I'm doing the right thing when it comes to boxing, right? My thing is, as I've said a lot of times before, right? My basic objective is to assist in making boxing great again. Something is on my dang shirt. Got it. Wow. And that is my intentions, and that's what I'm working at, right? So yesterday, amazing podcast, right? The numbers weren't as I would have wanted them to be, but that's okay. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is that I'm getting the type of content that I know is desirable, right? And what other reason would it be for me to come on every day and didn't make myself absolutely available with creative content, with the type of content that attracts people to the channel, right? Shout out to the ship will sail. Shout out to the ship will sail. And his question is, what's next in boxing? I, hang on, just hold your horses, right? Because we are going to be about what's next in boxing, and it's huge, right? It's like this is a new version of boxing when it comes to these particular opponents, right? You know what I mean? They're wait, one is already accomplished. You know what I mean? One is already accomplished, and the other one is on his way to superstar status. Yeah, he's on his way to superstar status. Who am I talking about? Hold your horses, right? Pump your dang brakes, right? We're going to get to that, right? But the thing about all this is that when you put yourself in a position in the world, right, to associate yourself with something great, and that's what I do, man. I search out answers and questions to greatness, right? I want to know, right? What does it take to associate oneself with greatness, right? I mean, that's a hell of a question to pose in general, right? But for me, it's easy, right? And I've learned in life that in order for you to get to where you want to go, you have to make yourself available. And that's what I do. I strategically figure out ways to make myself available to the people that I believe in the general scheme of things when it comes to boxing, right? That I can have conversations with them. You know what I mean? That I can have the type of dialogue, right? That is interesting enough to the person that is listening, right? That they want that they'll say, damn, hmm, this cat has got something here. And I already know that. You know what I mean? And as I continue on my journey, right, in the sport of boxing, right, I am becoming more relaxed, more comfortable, and the things that I say definitively have an astronomical amount of meaning. You feel me? So let's get into uh, the boxing, right? Like Xander Zayas, right, is the unified junior middleweight champion of the world. He holds belts in the WBA and the WBO at 154 pounds, right? He, at present, is a young and up and coming star, right? Now, if he is managed correctly, he'll over, he'll overcome that feat, right? He'll become a superstar. But if he takes a twisted turn or two, right, that's going to prevent him from excelling to greatness. Now, in my opinion, he's barking up the wrong tree, right? There's a lot of stuff on the internet in reference to what he has been saying, Xander Zayas, about the boogeyman. Now, y'all might call Devin the Dream Haney Debo, and that's okay. It has a significant meaning to it. But to me, Devin the Dream Haney will always be the boogeyman, right? Because they won't come out and say it, but the majority of these cats that constantly find repetitious reasons to not fight Devin the Dream Haney, it is because Devin the Dream Haney is and has always been the boogeyman in boxing, especially in and around the 135-pound. Up now, we're talking about 154, right? Devin and Dream Haney wants those belts from Zayas, right? He has made that perfectly clear, right? And here's the thing: that Zayas is normally this mild mannered, right? Never taken out of character type of individual, right? But I don't know. Devin the Dream Haney seems to bring out the best or the worst in people, especially when it comes to the sport of boxing. I mean, not but people who are driven to be great champions, right? Devin the Dream Haney has the inclination to push their button, to get them motivated and in the right direction towards none other than Devin the Dream Haney, right? Devin the Dream Haney chases smoke. Now, we already know that. Y'all, it's a lot of y'all don't want to fess up to that, right? But that's one boxer in the sport of boxing who literally chases smoke, man. You know what I mean? And I feel so comfortable in saying that, right? I mean, in the sense that it's just not some inflammatory comment. It is the actual truth. It is factual in nature. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney chases smoke, right? And he has went on the record and said, it doesn't matter who he is, I'll fight him. And a lot of people that say stuff like that, at the end of the day or at night, right, it's cap. It's cap to inspire the fans, right, to believe in the serious nature of what he's saying. But it's when it comes to Devin Haney, most of it's cap, and we're gonna see if Xander Zayas is a capper and a ducker, right? Because I can't see why Xander Zayas would want to fight. Who is that? Who is that? He's in the. He has a belt. He's in the 154-pound category. He has a belt. He's a title holder. Um, he's a title holder in that 154-pound bracket or the 147, which what is the next division up to the one. The 147 is the next division up to 154, right? But we need to know who are are the 154-pound champion. Who are they? There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can always find what you need from the internet, right? Sebastian Van Door. Which belt is that? Sebastian Van Door has the um, IBF. Josh Kelly has the IBF, the WBC. It is either or, right? It's either or. Um, uh, Josh Kelly, and that's, I mean, here's the deal. Xander Zayas is chasing belts as well as Devin Haney, right? I mean, Xander Zayas says, told Devin Haney to pump his brakes, basically, right? And he's chasing, that's what he said, he's chasing belts, right? And the next belt uh, that's doable to Xander Zayas is Josh Kelly. He wants that belt from Josh Kelly. And he said, quote unquote, if for some reason that they can't make the fight between Josh Kelly and Xander Zayas, hold your pump your brakes, you're next, right? You're the next one on the list. But little does the world know, Devin the Dream Haney already has Xander Zayas on his list. You know what I mean? I mean, we're talking about from 147 to 154. Devin Haney is prepared to jump to 154 tomorrow, right, to fight Xander Zayas. You know what I mean? And here's the thing about that. It is consistent with Devin the Dream Haney's behavior. Devin the Dream Haney says that he wants all the smoke now, not tomorrow, not when Xander Zayas finds if Josh Kelly, excuse me, Josh Kelly wants that smoke or not, right? No, this is what Xander Zayas is saying, right? But here's the deal, and this is what Devin Haney, and he makes all the sense in the world, right? And I'm not just basically a side with Devin the Dream Haney, although that is my secret nephew, right? I'm not just siding with him. I'm giving you facts. You know what I'm saying? The psychological facts, right? In the sense that why in the hell would you want to fight Josh Kelly, right? When you could fight Devin the Dream Haney, right? And that would basically elevate you to stardom, superstar, right? If you fight and beat Devin the Dream Haney, you're automatically putting yourself in a position where you acquire superstar status by beating Devin Haney. Now that's a huge if, right? Because I know, right? If you say that you're gonna fight Devin Haney, you signed a contract to fight Devin Haney, and you've already made these scurrilous accusations about Devin Dream Haney. You said some pretty scurrilous things about Devin Haney, right? Now, I'm just not going to mention them because I can't verbatimly say what they were, right? But I do know behind talking to Bill Haney, right, and listening to Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice that Xander Zayas is no longer that mild mannered cat, but is now running his mouth, right? And the thing about that is, that's what the Haneys do. That's what Team Haney do. Team Haney is gonna get you in the ring one way or the other, right? But now here's the deal: it's worth it to get in the ring with Devin Drew Haney, especially in this under these circumstances, because you elevate yourself to superstar status and you get a monster payday, right? We're talking about this type of fight. If no, I'm not gonna say if when it's put together, because them two cats are gonna fight, right? They're gonna fight because they are good boxers, right? They're putting in the necessary work for the world to want to see them beat up on one another. Damn, that's a horrible thing, but that's the truth. That's what boxing is about. Who's the damn best, right? And in this instance, Xander Zayas is a damn good boxer, right? But he cannot, by no means, whoop Devin the Dream Haney, right? So, and I'm going to say this in hopes that uh, Xander Zayas hears me, right? Stop talking so much about derogatorily toward Devin Haney, Devin the Dream Haney, because what you're doing is And you know what I'm saying? I'm spilling the beans. What you're doing is you put him in a position psychologically where he go get in the gym, right? And make sure all the tools in the toolbox are sharp and ready to go come fight night, right? Don't make that psychological blunder and start talking crazy to an accomplished three-division world champion. Don't do yourself like that because you're making one huge, monstrous mistake, right? Now, is anybody in the chat with the scrotums, right, to debate that issue, whether Devin Haney is up to the task of whooping Xander Zayas? 870-571-3995. Right, I ain't gonna be all there all day messing with y'all, debating something I already know to be a fact, right? And that is that Devin the Dream Haney is gonna beat Xander Zayas and the Puerto Rican community because the Puerto Rican community has got Xander Zayas back. They want smoke, right? The Puerto Rican community happens to have a certain compassion for Xander Zayas, and I get it. You know what I mean? Back your man up, man. You know what I'm saying? Take him, get in the ring with him psychologically, and back him up, right? All to no avail because I'm telling you, on fight night, Devin the Dream Haney is going to be ready. And for some God forsaken reason, right, that I'm offered the opportunity to, you know what I mean, just be around Devin the Dream Haney when he's training, right? For some God forsaken reason, I'm quite sure that my vibes, right? If I came, you know what I'm saying, getting in the training scheme, my vibes alone is going to pro- pro- propel Devin the Dream Haney to get in there and do what he do. He don't really need me, but you know what I'm saying. It's always good to have that good energy, man. You know what I'm saying around you, right? When you're getting ready to go to war, and that's I know damn well that I got some good boxing energy, if nothing else. Not to say that there's no. Let me fake it. One of the best, I believe, in the world when it comes to that energy, right? And putting that energy into the boxer, whoever it is. Some of us have that energy. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We don't know. That's just me hoping that, right? Because I've always wanted to be around nephew in that ring, right? If nothing else, to just mm, damn, wow, right? That's energy. That alone is energy, positive energy. You know what I mean? Especially if you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. Okay, look, man. Uh, let me say this. Uh, Ship will sell. Hit me later on. You got the number, brother. And I definitely need to know. I would never look at Devin Haney. Oh, I'm quite sure I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, that man, y'all. Every time I get ready to get off, my people show up. Right. Shout out to Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and More 1969. Damn, that's one hell of a year, right? that man, now I can get there. I can go back to 69, right? And do some recollection. You know what I mean? Because that's when I was, I was what, 18, 19. You know what I mean? With my hair down. Oh man, I had hair down here and a big old what they call pump slick. Oh man, Damon. See, that's what I'm talking about. You youngsters don't know nothing about Damon sweaters, Leonardo Strauss sweaters, right? You know what I'm saying? Nothing about, absolutely nothing about suits and boots, alligator shoes, and boots, alligator boots, right? I mean, see, see, this is what I'm talking about, right? When I get to the point where I'm up in there with this boxing thing, right? I'm gonna show out. I am going to show out. You know what I'm saying? With that old wet clean, old dress, dress it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about in any events. You know what I mean? When I'm playing a part of resting and dressing is what I'm really about. One of the things that I'm really about. You know what I'm saying? And oh, I'm excited. Good, man, I'm excited. 'Cause I know I'm a believer of the creator, right? And in this instance, Allah, right? And I know that all things are possible, right? And I do deal with good people, damn good people. You know what I mean? And um, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get my day, you know what I'm saying, in the sun. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing just to be here today and have a conversation with Charles, right? It's a wonderful thing. I'm blessed, man. And whoever is able to get up, punch these buttons, and listen to me or whoever, they are blessed, right? So let's be perfectly clear about that. Look, man, uh, before I cut up out of here, right? I'm pushing more so now than ever before when it comes to my content, right? And I'm gonna be on, and I'm not going away. I keep jumping in. I ain't doing that, man. Well, I mean, those are attributes of a failure. They're attributes of a failure. Either you're gonna do this or you ain't. That goes for anybody, whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Do it and be good at it. Whatever it takes for an individual to excel in life, you got to do what you got to do. But just make sure you do it. Whatever it, you feel me? So look, man, I got to get up out of here, right? But tomorrow, maybe today, I don't know. I might have to be back on with some content, right? But let the record reflect. Uh, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all more than you know, right? Because you helping this old man make good of a life that I damn near let slip away. Yes, sir. Peace out to you too, brother. Now we got Bruce, man. One day, brother, we got to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? A phone conversation between you and I, because I feel you, brother. You heard me? Okay. That being said, hit that subscription button, hit the like button. Thanks for the thumbs up. You know what I mean? That's inspiring to me. And let me ask you this before I go. Who do you think would win between Xander Zayas and Devin Dream Haney? Drop a comment in the comment section and let me know who y'all think would be the victor. You know who I know going to be. I said no. You heard me? I know Xander Zayas. You heard me? And the Puerto Rican community. I know who the victor is going to be. Right? So let's get behind uh, the promoters and a turkey out of sheep, right? And let's get this fight made. Both of these cats needs this fight. Devin and Dream Haney needs this fight to cement greatness. Heard me? Cement. Devin the Dream Haney needs this fight to cement greatness. Xander Zayas, on the other hand, needs this fight to secure being a part of that superstar status. That being said, okay, wait a minute before I cut. Wait a minute. Thanks a lot for mentioning that Charles Martin versus Ethe, Effie. Yeah, Charles Martin versus Effie. Damn. Good looking out. Uh, Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. I didn't know. Agabah. Okay, if Agabah. So no. I'm gonna go look into that, brother. See what I'm saying, man? I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough information on it to give you a definitive uh explanation on who I think will win, but I am definitely going to have something to say about these cats. And they fight tonight. Okay, so I'm going. You know, I might. Matter of fact, Bruce Cass, boxing, jazz, and more. I might do a live on that. I haven't did a live in a long time since actually, you know, said I got fined for doing a live and turning the camera off of the TV and showing the live. Right, that's a no no. Oh wow. So Bruce Gas Jazz, Bruce, what's it? Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more. Is that on TV or pay per view? If you can let me know. What? Oh my God! Turkey Al Sheikh, Zava. Man, that's a man. The sky's the limit when it comes to uh, oh, yeah. So. I mean, see, this is another thing, people. So, Bruce Gas, Dr. Jesmore. Hey, I said that with some fluency. I'm getting it, Bruce. Right. So, what do you think about Dana White and boxing? I mean, I don't know. Right. There's certain things about Dana White that I don't gravitate towards. Right. I mean, I don't know if it's that, that rich demeanor type thing that Dana White has that not because he's rich. I mean, certain people have this distinctive raunchy. Nothing personal. This is my perception of how I view certain people uh, in the world generally, right? And Dana White happens to be one of those people that I have a definitive distaste for the way that he speaks to people. How about that? Right? I don't like it. You know what I mean? And it's almost close to a certain word that I don't even want to say over the air, right? About Dana White, right? You know what I'm saying? And now there's other things that pushes me away from him when it comes to the Muhammad Ali Act. He wants. I don't know if Turkey's involved in that act, but I'm just not with that, right? Shout out to my shout out to my brother. And I'm pinning that. That's my brother. This is my brother. I love him too, man. I love you, brother. For real, for real. Y'all see that? That's my brother. And I love him to death. I really don't think he really realized how much. Really. You know what I'm talking about from down on the inside. A lot of these cats getting these relationships with dudes and you know what I'm saying, they say they associates or they friends, right? You know what I mean? But is that from way down is that compassion for that individual way from way down on the inside? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's rare. I don't know if that's where it's supposed to be. But with me, I embrace somebody like I embrace loved one Bill Haney, right? I don't know if that's rare or not, but I will say this: I think that we would all do better as a people if we embrace one another with that type of compassion for one another from way down on the inside. You know what I'm saying? There's the distinction in the sense that that is undeniable. You know what I mean? It's nothing crooked or crooked or unrealistic about a person that can say that they love somebody from way down on the inside. That's old school too, I might say. That's right. Love you, brother. I love you for that, brother. Yes, sir. Absolutely. But look. Before I get up out of here, Bruce, boxing gas, Bruce gas, boxing jazz, and more. 1969. You heard me, right? I'm gonna get up on that info, and we're gonna speak on that tomorrow. But I do need for you, brother, to make available to me your number so we can we need to talk. You know what I mean? I checked out your site, right? And we need to put something together, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my thing is this. Before I leave this planet, I keep saying this, and I'm not going to be alive with this, man. I have to do something historically in nature. You know what I'm saying? Who? What nut would come up with something like that? Is he nuts? Or is it a blessing for him to feel that way? Think about it. That being said, man, I got to go. See y'all later, man. Later.